Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a new look Utah Jazz rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Utah Jazz have made a lot of moves in this offseason. They traded away John Collins, first of all, to the Los Angeles Clippers. They didn't get much in return, but what they did get in return was, they ended up getting Kevin Love from the Miami. It was actually a three-team trade. They ended up getting Kevin Love from the Miami Heat, and I honestly think that might be it. Hold on. Okay, they ended up getting Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson from the Miami Heat. That's most likely all they did. They also got a second-round pick from the Clippers, but yeah, they obviously didn't give up John Collins for much in this draft. I feel like they could have got a lot more than this Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson, but that's what they did. They also went ahead and traded Colin Sexton to the Charlotte Hornets, and they didn't get much return either. They traded Colin Sexton to the Charlotte Hornets, and they got in return was Yusuf Nurkic, and they had to trade second-round picks. So, yeah, they traded Colin Sexton and second-round picks. They went ahead and got Yusuf Nurkic, I guess. I don't really understand that trade either. It feels like the Hornets kind of got Colin Sexton literally for free because we know Nurkic wasn't a big part of that team. But, yeah, they did that, and then obviously went ahead and drafted Ace Bailey inside of the draft. They bought out Jordan Clarkson, which he ended up signing to the Knicks. They also went ahead and drafted Walter Clayton, which will be a good selection for the future. They also recently made a trade for Georges Niang. They just basically absorbed his $8 million. So yeah, they obviously, and they traded R.J. Lewis for Georges Niang. And I believe they also got some second-round picks from the Celtics. But, yeah, all around, it was a very eventful offseason. Obviously, we know this team probably is going to make the playoffs. We also know Kevin Love is probably going to get bought out early soon. They have 16 players in the team, and, those are the main guys. Kevin Love is one of the main guys that are rumored to be bought out by the Utah Jazz. That's probably what we're going to do. But for some reason, when you try to release a player, 2K just automatically stretches them if they don't get picked up within 2 days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put his contract under $1 million, so we won't be stretching his contract, because it makes no sense for the Jazz to stretch $4 million out, right? It makes no sense. Why not just pay it 1 year? If it was like a larger contract, like how the Suns are doing with Bradley Beal and the Bucks are doing with Damian Lillard, then we stretch it, I understand. But for $4 million, it doesn't make sense. We're going to buy out Kevin Love, and then I'm going to see you guys in the rotation. So power ranking lands us 25th. I don't expect much from this team, obviously, running a balanced system. Heading into the rotation, we got Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Lauri Martin, Kyle Filipowski, which had a strong summer league, Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, Bryce Sensabaugh, Taylor Hendricks, Yusuf Nurkic, and then we'll have to go 10. We might even go 11, man. We'll see. So the 10th man will be, okay, obviously want to give Cody Williams some minutes. So Cody Williams, obviously he was their lottery pick last year, so I'm going to play him over Georges Niang. I kind of don't want Nurkic to play either. I want to give Walter Clayton minutes off the bat too. So who could we kick out to get Walter Clayton? I mean, I guess it's Yusuf Nurkic. I know he's making a lot of money, but he is going to have to go out and get kicked off the rotation. And then Walter Clayton. Anybody else I want playing? No, not really. We play the guys we want to play. All the young players are getting minutes, what we would love to see. And then, obviously, don't expect much from this team, obviously. So I'm probably going to simulate to the end of the season. We could stop at the, trading line and maybe sell some pieces off, but I feel like we're good for now. At the end of the season, Nikola Jokic wins the MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. I actually predicted the Utah Jazz to get the number one overall pick and get Cooper Flag, but obviously that ended up happening. Sixth man going to Malik Monk, defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama, most improved going to Ahmed Thompson, clutch player goes to Luka Doncic. Coach of the Year going to Charles. That's not really the real Nuggets head coach. I can't find the real Kenny Atkinson in this file for some reason. But All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. Obviously, no Jazz representatives. We got Walker Kessler making an all-defensive first team, though, which is going to be good for him. Then here's all-defensive second team, all-rookie first team, and all-rookie second team. We got Walter Clayton make it. Also got Ace Bailey making it. So love to see that, but obviously we ended up missing the playoffs. We finished off bottom of the East. We were actually the 14th seed, not the 15th seed. So yeah, hopefully we can get AJ DeBanz. That's I know what I want to do. Obviously Cooper Flaherty got drafted. So we had about 17 from Ace Bailey. He led the way, so that's a good start to his career. We had about 16 from Markkanen, 15 from George, 13 from Bryce Sensabaugh, 12 from Collier, 10, 12, and 2 blocks from Kessler. So we'll have to look to re-sign him in the offseason. We had 9 from Al Filipowski, 8 from Walter Clayton, 7 from Taylor Hendricks, 3 from Cody Williams, and then obviously these guys didn't play, but we'll see if we can obviously get some lottery luck. That's kind of what we're hoping for. Obviously, I knew this team probably was going to make the playoffs. If Thunder going to win the championship, LeBron James, Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, those guys call it quit. But what are we projected to land? We are projected the number 3 overall pick, so it's possible for us to get one. It's also possible for us to drop down. So we are gonna finish with the number 6 overall pick. Wow, okay. We went from number 3 odds to now getting the 6th pick. That absolutely sucks. The Hawks got one from that draft night trade with Derek Queen, but man, that says so. We could move on from Will Harding. We got like Doc Rivers Sr., Kenny Atkinson actually got extended. I mean, Billy Donovan got extended. I'm gonna have to go and put that in. But I think I'm just gonna go ahead and bring back Will Hardy. I mean, we'll probably just bring him back. I said one of the younger head coaches. We're gonna go ahead and re-sign him, and then, like I said, having the 6th overall pick kind of sucks. I'm gonna lie with you. I was expecting something better. We own this Lakers pick next year, and then something. We have this Lakers pick. We have our own pick, and we have this Cavaliers Timberwolves pick swap in 2028. So obviously, who's even going to be there at 6? Like, who we mock to select? Dash Daniels, Chris Sinag, and Tori Abusele. Okay, but let's see who we're going to land with the 6th overall pick. Before we do that, though, we could also make a trade, maybe trading Laurie Markin for another lottery pick. I'll look into it. We'll see. All right, I actually have an offer in mind we could do. It's with the San Antonio Spurs or the Phoenix Suns. They need a power forward as well. So one of those teams could give us what we want draft compensation. Obviously, no like good players at this point. So we could take on maybe Kellen Johnson, him for a year. I'll the Spurs do this because obviously they're not really like they're in contention mode, and Laura Martin can really fit next to Wembanyama. I really do like that fit. They can give us Kellen Johnson, Luke Cornett, pick 16, this future Celtics pick swap, and then maybe like a couple second round picks in this draft. I don't know if we're able to get all that though. If they're in contention mode, then yeah, okay. That hasn't worked for them. They're just not interested in the trade. We can give them like a second round pick in the future. That's not going to change anything. All right. What if we go ahead and take this out? They want. Okay, I'm not giving up my lottery pick in this draft. Why would I do that for this? That really makes no sense. Why would I do that? I mean, I guess, do we just wait till after the draft maybe for a better offer? Like, they really don't want to give in to this asking price. I'm not really asking. This is not a lot to give up for Warren Market, in my opinion. This is actually a really fair trade, but they want my lottery pick, which I can't do that. Can we give them, like, Kyle Anderson? Can't do that. Yeah, so this will probably have to wait till after the draft. So never mind, I guess. What about the Phoenix Suns? They need a starting power forward. I know that for sure. So what could they offer me? So not Booker Green. So what about let's see, Royce O'Neal? They probably went out of money to do this. Honestly, his contract is big. And Grayson Allen, so Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, and then they'll still take $9 million unless we want Malou Watts. They don't have enough money for this, so we could take maybe Dylan Brooks expiring off them, I guess. And then they don't really have any good first to trade either. So I don't know. I could do something like this. I don't think they say yes to this. Yeah, they want. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, you're out of your mind. I'm not trading Ace Bailey. All right, whatever. We can't get another lottery pick. We'll draft with 6 and call it a day. One will be AJ DeBanza. 2 is gonna be Darren Peterson to the Grizzlies. 3 is gonna be Cam Boozer to the Wizards. 4 is gonna be Kristen Knight to the. So that's a good pick for them. They need a center, and they got that. And Jaden Quayton is go. So that means Nate Ament is still here. Yabusele is still here. Dash Daniel is still here. So we got guys like Caleb Wilson. We got Elijah Arena still here as well. So I'm probably gonna go with Nate Ament or Elijah Arenas. Those are the 2 guys that I know could be our future superstar. I haven't taken Elijah Arenas in a while. I feel like I've taken Nate Ament quite often. I always want to take Elijah Arenas for the future. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Elijah Arenas. I'm going to switch it up here. I'm going to take Elijah Arenas. So Elijah Arenas, welcome to Utah. Nate Ament goes to the Heat. Maybe it was a mistake passing up on Nate Ament. Probably it was. He ended up being a 78. Elijah Arenas ended up being a 75. So maybe we did make a mistake, but I really do like Elijah Arenas. Keontae George, Isaiah Collier, Bryce Sinsbaugh, Taylor Anders, Cody Williams. I'm going to decline this guy, though. Qualifying offers, you got to work his. I still want to see if I could trade Laurie Marketing, though. That's kind of stuff I want to do. Kessler, I'm going to wait till day 12 to pay him because I know he's going to. I know he's asking for a bag right now. So, all right, I'm going to announce everybody else, though. I only want Walker Kessler back here. Does he have offers? Okay, he does, but not any big offers, which is great. So we're going to wait on him until day 12 unless. Okay, the Blazers are offering him a max contract, something like that. We're obviously going to match that. We can't let him offer nothing. So, and then maybe we should have took Native Man. That's my take. But, okay. I'm probably gonna go ahead and move Ace Bailey to small forward, so we'll do that. So he's gonna be our starting small forward for the probably the rest of the video at this point. So we'll move him there. Then Elijah Arenas could probably be our starting shooting guard for the rest of the video. Him and Clayton could be the shooting guard rotation. Then that's our point guard rotation, shooting guard rotation, small forward rotation. And I'm gonna see if I can trade around. Well, I do need a backup center, but we'll probably move like Kyle Filipowski there if we need to. That's what I'll do. So Kyle Filipowski is gonna be our backup center. So we'll have a logjam at power forward. But if we can't do it now, I'll definitely do it at the trading line. But Laura Markkinen will be traded really soon. Hopefully now. Okay, we finally completed a lawyer marketing trade. It's not the, maybe their turn I wanted, but we went ahead and got Isaiah Stewart, Duncan Robinson, Ron Holland, and a 2007 unprotected first round pick. Obviously, not the best package in return, but we finally got him off. We have Ron Holland now, which is nice. He can develop into something. I'd absolutely love that. Isaiah Stewart isn't really a big part of what we need, and then Duncan Robinson is just a contract that we have to take on. We got Duncan Robinson, yeah, there he is. It's a contract that we had to take on, but now this team obviously officially isn't rebuild. I mean, we've been in rebuilding mode, but you know what I mean. So, was I stopping at day 12 or anything? No, I wasn't. We're just here on day 12, I guess. But yeah, we'll have a full rotation now. Robinson won't play. Ron Holland, I hope he could play. So we now have a full rotation, and then we'll get straight to play progression, right? So Walker Kessler's up 3 overalls. Ace Bailey's up to a 84. Isaiah Colliers up to a 84. Keontae George up to a 84. Filipowski's up. Ron Holland is up. Taylor Hendricks is up. Stewart is up. Walter Clayton is up 1 overall and 2 overall. It sucks that Cody Williams is just so bad in 2K, man. He just absolutely terrible. I might actually end up declining his team option. I don't think I can give up on a 10th overall pick, though. But, dude, this guy in 2K is so bad. Robinson, Kyle Anderson are regressing. But we do have some contracts that will get off the books in a couple years. Like Stewart will go and decline his team option next year. And then who else will be off the books? Kyle Anderson will be off the books. Duncan Robinson will be off the books in 2 years, though. But we have to take on his contract since we obviously went ahead and traded Markkinen. But I still like the return. I love that we got Ron Holland back in return for Markkinen. I feel like that makes some sense for both teams to do. So now it's 2027 draft class. If we suck this year, I wouldn't be mad. We might have a chance to maybe add Tyron Stokes and finally get no one overall pick. Bana McCoy's here as well, Caleb Holt. That's a solid draft class. I heard bad mixed things about it. They're running a balanced system once again. You can't beat 4 stars anywhere. So the rotation though, we're running Keontae George. I don't know if he's the future starting point guard for this team, but for now, he is here. This is his last year in a rookie contract. So George, Clayton, Ace Bailey, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler, Zay Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Ron Holland, Sin Sabat, and then Stewart. So we obviously want to give Elijah Arenas and Cody Williams minutes. So, man, okay, who do we even kick out? I mean, I guess we kick out Isaiah Stewart. I guess we kick out Isaiah Stewart for Elijah Arenas. And then how are we going to get Cody Williams in the rotation, you may ask? I have no clue, but we might run an 11-man rotation. No, yes, we're going to do. I don't want to give him Cody Williams just yet. So 11-man rotation will be ran, and Stewart still can't play minutes, which sucks. But, this is kind of what we're working with right now. And then I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. We might end up extending somebody. We'll see, though. Jokic wins the MVP. Thomas Sorber's Rookie of the Year. He isn't a rookie, but I guess he's just now getting playing time. 6-man going to Tyler Hero. Defensive player going to Wemby. No clue why Hero's coming off the bench. Most of going to Malachi Branham in Portland. Clutch player going to Devin Booker. Coach of the Year going to Charles Guy once again. But obviously it's not the real coach. We finished off not making the playoffs once again, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but we were the worst team in the league, which means we're not getting the number 1 overall pick in the draft, which sucks. So we're not able to get number 1. The Pistons weren't a good team either. They missed the playoffs, and the Lakers missed the playoffs. So at least we'll add some lottery picks to this team. So that's nice. So we'll have 3 lottery picks in this draft. That 4th pick in 2027, I'm really not quite sure about, but we'll figure out this very soon. So Dame or Tyra Blazer, pretty sure that's something you wanted all along, but heading into the draft lottery, what's going on here? So I saw our name a couple times. So we are projected the 11th overall pick from the Lauri Markkinen trade, the 9th pick from the Russell Westbrook trade, and then the number 1 pick is our own pick. But we're probably not going to land the number 1 overall pick because when you're projected number 1, you usually fall to like 5 or 4. Let's see what ends up happening, though. We're going to have to... Okay, we didn't fall this time. This is like a 1% chance happening. So usually when you're projected number 1, you usually fall to 5. That 99 to almost 100% that happens, but 2K actually didn't do it to me this time. We also have the 10th overall pick from the Lakers and the 11th overall pick from the Pistons. So, okay, I mean, we could package these three picks up to trade up even more in the draft, but I actually want to stay and put with these three picks and see if we can draft with them. Unless we can get like the number one overall pick, then we're talking. Who has number one? The Bulls. No, it's actually the Portland Trailblazers pick. I'll have to fix that because the pick's actually lottery protected. But yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna fix that pick and we'll get straight to work. All right, we fixed the pick. We do want to go ahead and trade up in the draft. I mean, sure, we could, but I kind of want to add all these rookies to the team, so we'll have a lot of options to choose from. It's kind of what I want to do. We could eventually use those players in trade as well. So, yeah, I think it's going to end up doing. Sure, we could maybe package up 10 and 11 and get maybe 5 or something. Maybe we don't have to add that many rookies to this team. We also have the 24th pick, so all right, how about this? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can package up 11 and 24 to get a higher pick, maybe like 6 or 5. What's the fifth overall pick? Number 5 or 7. But I'm gonna shoot for the I'm gonna shoot high here, see if I can get the number fifth overall pick. So the Pelicans want to give me something like this for New Orleans. We'll offer this. They do decline me, which makes sense, obviously. So okay, what about the 10th overall pick and then that pick to get it? I still want to keep one lottery pick in here. So do they have cap space? Because if they do, okay, they do. So we can give them Isaiah Stewart, but this would be okay. So yeah, we'll give you guys Isaiah Stewart if you guys want, but we have to make sure we trade him this offseason if we're guaranteeing his money. So yeah, we're gonna guarantee his money for this season, but this means we're 100% trading him. So New Orleans, I'm going to talk to you guys again on number 5. So we're going to offer Stewart and then 11 and 24. Get the 5th overall pick in this draft, and they agree. Just like we get number 5 in the draft to get Isaiah Stewart, we get 2, 5, and 10. So we'll absolutely take that in the draft. Do we want to fire Will Hardy? I think we do. After these couple of seasons, he hasn't really been good for us, and the plan is to land Tyronn Lue. We'll see if we end up getting one of those guys, but I'm going to fire Will Hardy. I want to go in a different direction. Tyronn Lue is somebody I love to add. I don't know if we're able to get him, though. Quinn Snyder as well. Hopefully one of you guys could choose me. If not, we'll just apologize to Will Hardy and bring him back. But we're going to land Tyronn Lue. Okay. Normally we're on Quinn Snyder. I'm going to say the Quinn Snyder is the new coach in Utah. Let's hop into the draft with these picks, obviously. Yeah. So number 1, the Portland Trailblazers is going to select Tyronn Stokes which was going to happen. I would have loved Stokes, but we got this Mika guy to choose from, but we know probably like Brandon McCoy and Caleb Holt are the next 2 best players. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Caleb Holt with this pick. And if we can get Brandon McCoy if he falls to 5, I'd love that. But they're gonna take Mika. The Rockets are gonna select Hugo, which means we're gonna be able to select Brandon McCoy with this pick. So this draft is going amazing so far. Todd Ariza goes 6. Dylan Mingo goes 7. Jason Crowley goes 8. 9 is going to be Jackson Richardson. With the 10th overall pick, we got Jordan Smith, Christian Collins. So I wanted to go with best player available here. So Jordan Smith, all NBA potential. I would much rather not take a guard. Christian Collins, 6'9", Hall of Fame potential. Anthony Thompson, Sadiq White, Caleb Gaskins. I kind of lean toward taking this Christian Collins guy. I mean, he looks pretty good. Do we take Sadiq White instead? We don't really need a power forward. I mean, we don't really need a forward. We don't really need anything, but I'm going to go with this Christian Collins guy. So Christian Collins, welcome to the team. All 3 of you guys, welcome. Caleb Holt, Brandon McCoy, Christian Collins. We couldn't ask for more than that. Zay Collier, Ace Bailey, Filipowski. I'm actually going to, I mean, he has been so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accept him. We might actually trade him instead of just losing him for nothing. Then Clayton. So I'm glad this young core is developing, looking really nice. But since do we want to extend him? He averaged 7 points, 42%. He's a good shooter. Keontae George. I might end up just bringing Keontae George back. And Hendricks, obviously, he's a good defender. So Hendricks, I'm gonna go and see if I can re-sign him. It's like 14.5 million for 3 years. He says yes to that. Keontae George, I would love to get him back as well. So like 25 million for 3 years, flat rate. He'll sign that, right? And then we'll see if we bring back Sensabaugh. We're obviously gonna let Kyle Anderson go in free agency, but okay. How are we looking like financially? So we are okay. We're not. It's not too bad. So we got Zay Collier. I don't think it's no need to bring back Bryce Sensabaugh at this point. We already have guys that can move to small forward, and there's really no point in bringing him back. So we have Collier and Keontae George. Eventually, one of these guys will be moved on from. Brandon McCoy is waiting in the shadows as well. We got Caleb Holt, Walter Clayton, Elijah Arenas, and Duncan Robinson. His money's still here, but Gonna have to take on that for now, unless we can get a second round pick for him, which I might just keep him. I don't see nobody want to take on this contract anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna keep him. We're gonna be realistic here. Ace Bailey, Cody Williams, Christian Collins. I don't know if Christian Collins or anybody will be ready to play. So okay, how do we want to run this? So I think we're gonna go ahead and move. Actually, we'll keep Elijah Green as shooting guard. Clay will stay at guard. Holt might move to back a small forward. Honestly, I gotta see how play progression is for us. So I don't think we need to bring back Sensabaugh. So we could actually trade him at the trade line, which I never do, but we're gonna announce him. It's really no point in bringing him back at this point. But player progression, gotta see how this looks like though. So player progression, what do we got for us? Okay, Ace Bailey is the future star. He's up to an 89 overall. I didn't actually get the player stats. I don't think I honestly did. We had about 20, so 18 from Ace Bailey, 16 from George, 12.5 from Walter Clayton, 11 from Isaiah Collier, 10 from Kessler, 9 from Filipowski, 8, 8, and then 7. Elijah really didn't really do much, but to be fair, his overall, I mean, he wasn't really playing that much. So, Collier and County George didn't really develop too much. Ron Holland is up. Elijah is up to an 82. Hendricks is up. Cody Williams is up. And then Walter Clayton is up. Roberts is down to a 69. He's making $60 million. So, definitely nobody wants him now. But I'll see you guys in the rotation. I'm about to figure things out. Your rotation heading into this season is Keontae George, Elijah Arenas, Ace Bailey. I gotta say, these jerseys look so good, though, bro. I think I already said that, but I gotta say, these jerseys look so good. Walker Kessler, Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Taylor Hendricks, Caleb Holt, and then Walter Clayton. And Cody Williams isn't playing much minutes for us. And McCoy's out there chasing dudes. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, and slide Caleb Holt down to small forward, since Walter Clayton's playing that position, and we kind of need to back a small forward. Now you're to an 80 overall. So yeah, Caleb Holt ended up being a great selection. He'll be the backup small forward, and then Clayton hasn't really developed like how I wanted him to. After that season, I expect him to develop more, but it's cool. We can replace him with McCoy whenever we need to. So yeah, we have depth for days, and if we need to make a trade for like a number one superstar option, George hasn't really, nobody's really been that. I'm gonna be fair, but this year will prove everything. If we're bad, then we obviously need some more work to do. But if we have shown some sign of progression, then I think we might make that trade for that superstar. But who want to come to Utah? That's why we'd have to make a trade, not in the free agency, obviously. Nikola Jokic is your MVP, but we were so close. I mean, so close to making the playoffs, bro. Like, we were so close. I mean, we were 2 games away. We weren't in it by the deadline, but we were so close, man. I don't know. Do we really need a trade? I really don't know, man. Because I think, like I said, if this team keeps developing, we'll eventually get where we want to be. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to wait long, though. But this Jazz team is a team you might have to wait long with. Heading into the draft lottery, though, we are projected the number. Do we even have our pick this year? We have like a pick swap thing going with Cleveland, though. Let's see where that ends up going. So, do we have a pick in the draft? I don't know. What is here now? I didn't see us. We are going to have the number 13th pick in the draft. We do have a pick. Must be like lottery protected or something. I don't know. We have the 13th pick in the draft, which is cool and all. Okay, I'll show you guys the player stats. I keep forgetting to show you guys that. About player stats, we had about 21.5 from Ace Bailey, 17 from Arenas. If Arenas and Bailey keep developing, I feel like eventually these will be our future duo. 15 from George. So George just isn't going to take that next step, which I'm aware of. But he's been pretty good in that role, that 15, 16 point per game role. 10 from Caleb Hull. We had 10 from Isaiah Collier, 9 from Kyle Filipowski, 8.5 from Ron Holland. We're going to have to pay some guys in this offseason, which I don't think I'm ready to do, but we're going to have to do it. So we've shown some improvement, though we weren't bottom of the West. We were somewhat competitive. So do we use this pick in a trade or do we just draft with it? I mean, whoever we draft this point probably isn't going to play. So do we want to make a trade or want to draft? So, I mean, what could we even trade away? So, like I said, could use like a starting point guard upgrade because obviously Collier and Keontae George probably isn't going to get us anywhere. I'll look around the league. We'll see what's there, but most likely we might just hop into the draft and then we'll figure it out probably a little. Right now we have the assets to go after probably anybody we want. Wait, did I say Luka Doncic is available? He is, but probably not gonna do anything crazy like that in this video. Just did a Lakers rebuild, which went perfect. Halliburton is kind of like one of the guys I'd like to get. He's an 89 overall, not nothing too crazy. He passes the ball a lot. Well, Halliburton isn't the best scorer at times, but when he scored, he could definitely score. So, LaMelo Ball, probably one of those guys too. They're rebuilding, so there's a lot of point guards in the market available for a trade. Brunson too, yeah, Jalen Brunson is too. Everybody's rebuilding, so But I kind of want to go after maybe Tyrese Halliburton. Like, how much would it cost to get him? Or even like a Amen Thompson passes the ball. Doesn't really shoot good from three. But cake cutting and probably have the asses to pull that off too. But I do want to see if we can get Tyrese Halliburton. Halliburton seems like a perfect fit. He has passed the ball really well. He scores at times. But he's not really here to be like the main scorer either. He's not number one option. He could be like the second or third option behind Ace Bailey and Elijah Arena. So he'd be like the perfect fit. This wouldn't mean we have to re-sign Collier as well, which he's pretty inconsistent. So we can go ahead and move on from him. So we'll probably have to take Keontae George's contract in there, which I'm aware of. But I said, this could be worth it. I don't know, man. I said, and then eventually, okay, so who else could we throw on here? So we might have to trade Walter Clayton, which could make some sense for us, knowing. Wait, so if we trade George, actually, we would have to bring back Isaiah Collier. So do we want to have Keontae George come off the bench instead and then just re-sign it? Okay, wait, this makes no sense. So what I'm trying to say is, should we go ahead and just keep him? Wait, to wait till play progression to make a move. I have some guys in mind, as you can see. I'm going to take King Gibson with this pick. And I have some guys in mind, but Ace Bailey, Clayton, Elijah Arenas, welcome back. I'm going to wait till after play progression, not going to lie. So I want to see how much guys develop first before we make any big moves. So I don't know, like, most of these guys will 100% come back to their qualifying offer, but I know who I don't want to bring back. I know Robinson isn't coming back, Cody Williams isn't coming back, and Ron Holland. I mean, he might not come back either. Like he's been okay for us, but we need to save some money, man. And I think if the only guy that comes back is probably Isaiah Collier on his qualifying offer, I don't know. I'm gonna hope Ron Holland and Isaiah Collier come back in their qualifying offer, but Call Filipowski is someone I'll probably offer a contract at this point. He's someone that's been relatively a solid backup center for us. I'm gonna offer him a contract. I don't want Collier to leave, and Robinson could go. I don't want Ron Holland to leave either. So yeah, something like this we're gonna do. And then Collier and Ron Holland are sitting in free agency, which you're gonna be asking for bags. So I kind of want to come back in a qualifying offer, which would be good for us. Obviously, that's what I'm gonna hope for. So hopefully we get Ron Holland and Collier to come back in the qualifying offer. If so, then this thing could be a lot better. So that's what we're gonna hope for. Or we can, reel into paying one of them on day 12 if we really want to, maybe for a bigger trade, which I think I'll do. Either Collier or George will probably be traded at the trade line, just depends. So, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and pay Isaiah Collier. So, Isaiah Collier, we'll give him like a 3-year deal, $24 million. Does he say no to that? He actually agrees. And then Ron Hall will come back his qualifying offer, do something like that. Then Ace Bailey is up. Yeah, so Arenas in the whole. These guys are developing, man. So Ace Bailey is up. Elijah Arenas is up. Caleb holds it to 86, man. Keontae George, Zay Collier, Brandon McCoy developed. Ron Holland, Filipowski, Clayton finally developed a lot. Then Christian Collins. So right now, what we're kind of debating on is if we should trade Collier, sign and trade Collier, Keontae George, and I think that's what I am going to do. I mean, we have a lot of players that could play for us right now, and I feel like McCoy has more potential than both of these guys. So that's what I'm going to do. To open up backup point guard minutes for McCoy, I'm going to go out and trade for a starting point guard that can actually make some sense for us. And the guy I want is Tyrese Halliburton. They're rebuilding, and he's available. So if we feel like we throw the best offer, they will agree to it. So Halliburton is the guy I want to bring into Utah. So you don't have to trade Collier or George with Halliburton coming in. I mean, do we trade them both? Honestly, that might be the way to go. Trade them both. But yeah, I mean, that might be the way to go. Like I said, if we're getting both of them, we have to trade $24 million. So if it's not them, I mean, their salaries match up perfectly if we need to trade to get them. So that's actually what I'm going to do. So we're going to trade them both just because, so we can give these minutes. So we have a point of rotation of Halliburton and Brandon McCoy. That seems pretty nice. Their skill set probably isn't really needed anymore. So trade them both, and then that might be all it takes. Then we'll trade this pick swap, and then I'll trade you my couple second. Like, did I get it done for Halliburton? Who knows? I actually got it done. That was actually pretty good. So Halliburton, welcome to the team. He's our starting point guard now. He fits so well. We don't even need him to score. Obviously, he can just play make. He play makes really nicely. Him and McCoy will be the point guard rotation. We'll have Arenas and Clayton, the shooting guard rotation. Ace Bailey, Caleb Pope, Christian Collins is developed too. I wish we could play him. Ron Holland, he's yet to develop a 3-point shot, but I guess he'll still start out power forward for us. Then maybe the next move we could do is maybe get a better starting power forward. But I don't want to trade everybody. Obviously, we traded Keontae George, and Isaiah Collier to acquire Tyrese Halliburton, which is a good move. Like I said, their skill set isn't really needed that much anymore. So we're in the year, about to head in the year 2029. So hopefully this is the year we can finally make the playoffs, show some progression. But like I said, it's the Jazz. It'll be a hard rebuild. So Tyrese Halliburton is here now. Elijah Arenas, Ace Bailey, Ron Holland, Walker Kessler, Caleb Holt, Brandon McCoy, Kyle Filipowski, and Walter Clayton Jr. Hopefully, this could be our future 10-man rotation with obviously Taylor Hendricks in there as well. He's been really good for us, been a really good three-point shooter and stuff. How about Tennessee's looking like? So Ace Bailey will, I guess, be the star for us. Halliburton, like I said, I'm fine with the 68 shot Tennessee because we don't need him to score too much. He can have a high touch Tennessee because he's the point guard, but we don't need him to score. And then Elijah Arenas and Ace Bailey will be the guy scoring, and Caleb Holt. I'm fine with this, honestly. This is good the way 2K has it, and I'm going to see you guys at the end of this season. Your MVP, Brandon McCoy, won the Rookie of the Year. I didn't expect him to win it coming off the bench his first year, but yeah, I mean, he's not even a rookie, but I guess this is his first year actually playing minutes. He's considered a rookie. I mean, other players could have won it that play 82 games. He just played the best out of everybody, so that's crazy. Caleb Wilson, 6th man of the year. But at the end of this season, Elijah Martin, most people thought I said Elijah Arenas, but it goes to Elijah Martin. We ended up finishing off as the number 2 seed. You absolutely, I love to see that. So we finished off 59-23. Could have been the 1 seed. We had like a tiebreaker, I'm guessing, but to be the 2 seed, almost the 1 seed in this Western Conference, literally 1 game away. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm comfortable with this team for the future. So player stats at about 23 from Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey ended up being a great selection. We had about 20 from Elijah Arenas. I knew Arenas had the potential to be a star. I always knew he would, honestly. In the draft, he's always good. 15 from Tyrese Halliburton with 8 assists. Probably didn't average more assists than that. He averaged 10 assists with the Pacers. That's interesting, but still was really efficient nonetheless. 55% from the field and almost 45% from 3. He shot 50, 40, 90, so that's something we can be good about. 13 from McCoy, 13 from Hull, 9 from Ron Holland. Did he develop anything yet? No, still 21%. I don't know if him and Kessler will work for the longest. 8 from Filipowski, 7 from Walter Clayton, and 3 from Taylor Hendricks. Maybe we could start him instead. But okay, we got the Golden State Warriors in round 1. They have Scoot Henderson. Okay, Podziemski. Just sound the Warriors. He did. Podziemski, Kareem Lopez. They had a Giannis Porzingis. Giannis tends to always go to the Warriors for some reason, but in round 1, okay, looks like we're not ready yet, which sucks, man, that we had it. Maybe we shrink the rotation down and put 25 bench utilization. Maybe I forgot to do that, but round 3-0. We get this game. Okay, if we could force the game 7, then maybe. But this is our chance to force the game 7. We'll see if we could do it. So far, the Warriors have the lead, and we're going to take it. It's a close game, and we are going to go ahead. Wow, it was literally tied with 0 seconds left. Look in the background. What could have happened? I wonder what happened, actually. Let me see. So, okay, we decided to foul Anthony Simons, which makes no sense. Wait, no, he actually missed the game-winning shot. Dude, could we just not grab the rebound? Really? Is that going to be an issue with us? What is the point of having Walker Kessler if you literally are going to get out-rebounded by Kareem Lopez 2 times in a row, and then McCoy decided to foul? I'm not blaming this on McCoy. I'm blaming this on the rebounding. How are we not able to grab a rebound? I mean, Kessler did have 14 rebounds, but man, that's crazy. We lost because of that. I mean, that was our chance. We didn't have to deal with Dallas either, so that could have been our chance. But Atlanta's gonna win the championship with AJ DeBanza. But man, I'm gonna lie, it sucks. But we'll keep going. Obviously, I feel like eventually we would win a championship. Probably go like 2 more years left on this rebuild. But yeah, probably gonna run it back another year. Not much moves to be made, honestly. So what pick do we have? Pick 28. Let the CPU select with that one. Walt Miles, Elijah Arenas. We'll accept everybody here. Walter Clayton, Ace Bailey, both free agents, so I'll have to bring them back, obviously. So I feel like last year was 100% a fluke. We're obviously ready to win a championship now. I don't know if I could pay Ron Holland $3-4 million to shoot 21% from 3. I just don't know if I could do it. Halliburton, we're going to pay him as well. See, after this, we're 100% above that second apron. But once we do this, pay 2 max contracts, we honestly might be cooked. Okay, so there's signs. What do we have with ourselves? We got Halliburton, McCoy, Elijah Arenas, King Gibson. We honestly could just let most of these guys walk in free and us. We don't have to re-sign Clayton, but Clayton's been really good for us. He's been okay, not nothing crazy. Um, Ron Holland is. I don't know if I'd be able to bring out Ron Holland for that asking price. I mean, he hasn't really developed too much. Obviously, with the fifth overall pick, I believe so with the Pistons. So I mean, we'll see. So Clayton is asking for about eight, which we could pay him that, but he can come back as qualifying offer. Ron Hall is now unrestricted, so I mean, is there somebody better? Not really. So I mean, what we could do is we could sign him now, probably trade him at the trade line for a better shooting power forward to fit next to Walker Kessler better. So yeah, that'll probably be the last move I do. We're gonna sign Ron Hall. We're probably gonna trade him later in the season so we can get value for him, and then Clay will come back as qualifying offer. So we got Elijah Arenas up. We got Kessler going up. We need you to rebound this year, Kessler. Caleb Holt, Brandon McCoy, Christian Collins, and then Walter Clayton, and then Hendricks, and then King Gibson are both going up. See you guys at the end of the season or at the deadline. At the end of this season, but I said it, I'm not making move this trade line. I said we moved Christian Collins to power forward, and it ended up working. I mean, he shot 44% from three, so I think it worked honestly pretty well. So that's fine. He's a good shooter. Not too much. I'm not on his defense, but 23 and a half in East Bay. Hopefully this year we can win the playoffs. Win the championship, obviously. Win the playoffs. You could say it like that, too. Halliburton averaged 15 and 10. Exactly what I wanted him to be. 14, 12 and a half, 11, 9, 7, 8, 6, and then 4. Okay. This would be our chance to do it. It would be 9. I want to go on 9 rotation. We could go 8-man 2, but I'm going to leave it like this. See what we can do. We got the New Orleans Pelicans in round 1. Oh, man. If this is a trap trade, I'm going to be so mad. They have John Morant, Jeremiah Fears, Trey Murphy, Derek Queen. This team looks good on paper, man. But we'll see what ends up happening. Okay. We're up 3-2. Game 7. I knew it, bro. I knew it was going to be some type of a hard trap series for us. If we lose in round 1, I'm going to be mad. If we lose in round 1 again, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to rage quit off. But it's a close game. It's so close, man. We're actually on the verge of losing. Are you kidding me? Dude, do I even bother to go one more year? Like, seriously, man. We're about to be in year 2031. It's honestly not supposed to be a 10-year rebuild, but I'll go one more year. You guys don't have to see any of the off season. I'll just go one more year. Be the final season, no matter what happens here. So we end up winning 60 games in the season, 16-22, the best record in the league. No reason why we should be bad this year, or losing round 1, as to say. 22 from Elijah, 20 from Ace Bailey, 18 from Christian Collins. We ended up being our starting power forward, and he ended up actually should have been doing it from the beginning. He averaged 18, 43% from me. So when I draft Christian Collins, I know he could play any role for us. That's another guy that I know now. 13 from Caleb Holt, but 2K25 is really about to end in a couple of days. So honestly, we're gonna have to enjoy these last rebuilds while they're here. But we did go out and lose Walter Clayton and Taylor Hendricks in free agency. We weren't gonna bring that. We didn't have money to do it anyway. But like I said, we replaced them so easily with King Gibson. And we just went and Taylor Hendricks wasn't playing for us, but we replaced them with King Gibson, which ended up being better than Clayton. So here we go in the play-in tournament. Okay, so we got the Thunder. All right, it's the Thunder. So hopefully we can just get around one, man. That's all I'm hoping for at this point. And oh my goodness, I'm done. I quit. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. There was no reason to even freaking do this. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace. We won a championship after I finished all the recording, so I just simulated another year for fun. The game was just sitting here, so I guess this counts, right? But for all this time, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace. All right.